Hello, hello! What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and we are trucking away at these Kevin Smith reviews, and now I am at Dogma. Dogma is a 1999 film that was written and directed, of course, by Kevin Smith, and the plot of this movie is we meet Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, who play these two angels, fallen angels, who have been stuck on Earth for years and years, and they're sick of it. They want to go back to heaven. So they have this plan where they're going to commit all of these crimes, all of these sins, kill a bunch of people, until they finally get to a church and basically be forgiven of those sins and stop being angels and then die and then go back to heaven. What? Yes. And so if they do that, then they would be proving God wrong. They would have found a loophole into how to get back to heaven. And if that happens, then it's going to be the end of the world, the end of existence altogether. So we have a group, a ragtag group of random characters who have to stop this from happening. Now, what I think of Dogma is, even going through the plot just now, this is a dumb movie. It is. It's really dumb, but it knows that it's dumb. It's not really trying to take itself seriously. So there's a part of me that can appreciate that it knows it's being silly. Also, I'm not a very religious person at all. So it's not like I'm watching this movie and watching the subject matter and watching them reference the Bible and all of these angels and demons and these characters, and I'm not getting offended by any of it. In fact, I would applaud Kevin Smith's boldness to approach a subject like this, and probably know that there's going to be a group of people who are going to hate him for making this movie or for making a joke out of this. But again, I appreciate what he went for, the fact that he was taking this subject and having fun with it, poking holes at it, and just try to make a fun movie. Look, do I think it's a fun movie, though? That's the question. I don't like this movie, really. It's my second time watching it, and I feel the same way. It's just, it's a little too jumbled. It's a little bit too much going on, and I don't think it's really being handled in a cohesive way. It's just, it's a lot of it's a jumbled mess, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Let's first talk about Ben Affleck as Bartleby. He is this angel who, at the very beginning, this is all he cares about, is about trying to get back into heaven. But he's almost the more passive one compared to Matt Damon, who's all about, because Matt Damon's playing Loki, and he's all about righting the wrongs, getting justice for everybody out there who's committed sins, and only those types of people will he go out and kill. And the parts of the movie where it's just the two of them going off and Matt Damon's so hell-bent on killing anybody that's committed a sin, that was actually fun. That was actually entertaining. I liked that portion of the story, and how Ben Affleck kind of feels bad for all the people that he's killing. But the problem is that these two are the villains. They're the bad guys. I'm not supposed to like them. I mean, I know it's a comedy, so it's technically okay for them to be funny and whatnot, but they're too likable. Just Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, in general, are too likable, and they're best friends in real life, so seeing them together, they have great chemistry. They just come off as likable guys, and you just, even with them killing people, you're like, yeah, these guys are pretty fucking cool. Then you come to a point where Ben Affleck, once he figures out that there are people after them and trying to kill them and stop them from doing what they're going to do, then he loses his shit. And then even Matt Damon's like, okay, maybe we're going too far here. At the very end of the movie, Ben Affleck is killing people left and right, and he's flying around, dropping people from the sky. It's chaos towards the end of the movie, but I still was having more fun with those two characters. Let's talk about who's essentially the main character, Linda Fiorentino, who plays Bethany. She is what you call the last scion, Whatever that means, she's basically the last person who's capable, who's able to stop these two angels from doing what they're about to do, to save the world. And she's kind of a non-believer. In fact, she works at this abortion clinic. So it's ironic that she would be the last Scion, right? Well, she gets found by Alan Rickman, who plays Metatron. And Alan Rickman, I mean, great actor. It's kind of awesome to see him in this movie. May he rest in peace. But I like his humor, his dry humor. He almost seems like he knows this is kind of a bullshit movie. He's sort of just having fun and doing what he does. The running joke about angels not having a dick, I would say that that's a little over the top and farce. But then when I think about it, it kind of makes sense that angels wouldn't have dicks. Like, it almost makes a little too much sense. Is that a Kevin Smith, like, creation? That whole idea? I don't know. But then we meet Chris Rock as Rufus. I know. The one black guy in the movie is named Rufus. And he's supposed to be the 13th apostle. Maybe this even sounds funnier with me saying it, but watching the movie, I guess the big issue is that other than Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, I wasn't really finding myself laughing a whole lot. Like, Chris Rock didn't really make me laugh. He didn't. Jay and Silent Bob, I have said before that I like them better in small doses, and they're like a big part of this movie. They're actual characters along for the ride, along for the journey. And they didn't annoy me like maybe a little bit in Mallrats, but they didn't really offer a whole lot either. They were just kind of there to randomly say things or do things, but they didn't, to me, they didn't serve a whole point or purpose to the story. You have Serendipity, played by Selma Hayek, and I will just say that Selma Hayek, she's a pretty good actress. But I almost can't just look past the fact that she is hot as hell, man. She's hot. And that's all I can say about that. Jason Lee plays Azrael, and he's, for all intents and purposes, at least a big villain in this movie. And his whole thing is that he escaped from hell, and he has these 3 little kids they're like hockey players, and they're going around killing people. They're basically trying to make sure that Affleck and Damon do what they want to do because they want the end of the world to happen. Jason Lee didn't really do much for me here. I mean, I guess I haven't always liked him in these movies, Mallrats, but I mean, he's better in Mallrats than he is here. He's just kind of here to be evil. Not really the charismatic, funny Jason Lee that you're used to. Buddy Jesus. Hey, I mean, look, it's silly, it's stupid, it is. I don't love this movie, I don't even really like this movie, but this isn't terrible, this isn't a piece of shit. Trust me, I've seen a lot worse from Kevin Smith, and this isn't one of those movies. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen Dogma. Do you like it? Do you love it? Or do you not really care for it like me? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!